Hello, I'm Clara. I am so glad you have decided to join me here tonight. Before we begin our journey, I want you to take a moment to acknowledge the day you have just lived. Whatever happened, whatever tasks were left unfinished, whatever conversations are still playing in your mind, visualize them as heavy coats you are wearing. And now, imagine simply taking them off, one by one, hanging them by the door. You do not need them where we are going. Tonight, nothing is expected of you. You don't need to be productive. You don't need to be clever. You just need to be. Find a position that feels kind to your body. Perhaps you let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. Let your hands rest loosely, fingers curling naturally like sleeping leaves. If you need to adjust your pillow or pull the blanket up a little higher, do so now. This is your time. This is your sanctuary. Tonight, we are going on a journey, not a frantic dash to a destination, but a slow, rhythmic passage through the dark. We are going to board a train, a beautiful, heavy, iron train that is waiting just for you, humming quietly on the tracks, ready to carry you through a rainy night and into the mountains. Let's begin. Imagine you are standing on a quiet platform. It is night. The air is cool and crisp, the kind of air that wakes up your lungs and smells of damp earth and distant pine. Above you, the station roof is high and made of glass and iron, echoing with the soft, hollow sounds of the night. You can hear rain tapping gently against that glass roof high above, a steady, rhythmic drumming that tells you the world outside is wet and wild. But here, under the shelter, you are dry. In front of you sits the train. It is magnificent, a deep midnight blue, polished until it shines under the warm yellow station lights. Steam hisses softly from the wheels, swirling around your ankles like a low-lying cloud. It's a sound of release. Hiss, pause, hiss. The train seems to be breathing, waiting patiently for you. There is no one else on the platform, no crowds, no rushing commuters, just you, the cool air, and the inviting warmth glowing from the train windows. You step forward. You reach out and grasp the brass handle near the door of your carriage. The metal is cool and solid in your palm. You step up, one step, 2 steps, and you move from the crisp, cool air of the platform into the rich, enveloping warmth of the corridor. The door slides shut behind you with a heavy, satisfying thud, sealing out the cold, sealing out the noise, sealing out the world. Inside, the air smells faintly of polished wood, old leather, and vanilla. The lighting is dim, a soft amber glow coming from wall sconces that line the narrow hallway. You walk down the carpeted corridor. The carpet is thick and plush, swallowing the sound of your footsteps. You run your hand along the wall as you walk. The wood is mahogany, smooth as glass, cool and ancient. You find your cabin. It is number 4. You slide the door open and step inside. This is your private space for the night. A sanctuary within a sanctuary. The cabin is small but perfectly cozy. On one side, there is a wide, inviting bed made up with crisp white linens and a heavy woolen blanket in a deep tartan pattern of forest green and navy blue. On the other side, a small velvet armchair sits next to a large window. You close the cabin door, locking it with a satisfying click. You are alone. You are safe. You take a seat in the velvet armchair. It is soft, yielding to your weight, holding you. You look out the window. The glass is thick, but you can see the platform outside beginning to slide backward. A whistle blows, low, mournful, and beautiful. A deep woo that vibrates through the floorboards and into the soles of your feet. And then the movement begins. A gentle lurch, a slow tug, and the train pulls away. At first, it is slow. Chug, chug, chug. You watch the station lights drift past. Yellow blurs in the darkness. Then the gray concrete of the platform gives way to the dark shapes of the city outskirts. The rhythm picks up. The slow chug, chug transforms into a steady, hypnotic cadence. Clack, clack, whoosh. Clack, clack, whoosh. This is the lullaby of the rails. It is a sound that has rocked people to sleep for generations. A sound that says, "We are handling the journey. You can rest." The train picks up speed, leaving the city behind. The lights outside become fewer and farther between until there is only the darkness of the countryside. Rain begins to streak against your window. At first, just a few drops, like diamonds on the glass. Then more. They trace winding paths down the pane, catching the light from inside your cabin. You decide to get ready for sleep. You stand up, the floor vibrating gently beneath you, a rocking motion, side to side, like a cradle. You unbutton your clothes, exchanging the restrictions of the day for soft, loose cotton pajamas. The fabric feels cool against your skin. You fold your clothes neatly and place them on the shelf. With every item you put away, you are putting away a piece of the day's responsibility. You turn to the bed. The sheets are inviting. You pull back the heavy wool blanket and the crisp top sheet. You climb in. The mattress is thick and supportive. The pillows are soft, like sinking into a cloud. You pull the covers up to your chin. The weight of the wool blanket is grounding. It presses down on you gently, anchoring you to the mattress, making you feel held. You reach out and switch off the main light, leaving only a small reading lamp on. The cabin dims, becoming a cave of shadows and warmth. Outside, the weather is turning. You can hear the wind picking up, a low howl that buffets the side of the train, but the train is heavy and strong. It cuts through the wind effortlessly. The contrast between the storm outside and the warmth inside only makes you feel sleepier. It makes the bed feel softer. You look out the window from your pillow. The world is a blur of indigo and black. Occasionally, you pass a farmhouse in the distance, a solitary yellow square of light in the vast darkness. You wonder briefly who lives there, safe in their own home, perhaps sleeping just like you. Then the light is gone, swallowed by the night, and the rain clack, clack, whoosh, clack, clack, whoosh. The rhythm is constant. It matches the beating of your heart. It slows your breathing. Imagine now that the train is beginning its ascent. We are heading toward the mountains. You can feel the engine working a little harder, a deep, powerful hum that resonates through the frame of the bed. The air outside is getting colder, but your cabin remains perfectly warm. You watch the rain. It is heavier now. It lashes against the glass in waves. Shh, shh, shh. The sound is white noise, a curtain of sound that blocks out any intrusive thoughts. There is only the rain. There is only the rhythm. Your eyelids are beginning to feel heavy. so heavy. It feels like too much effort to keep them open. You let them flutter close for a moment, just listening. You listen to the creak of the wood paneling as the train gently sways around a curve. It's a comforting sound, like the rigging of a ship or the settling of an old house. It speaks of craftsmanship and solidity. You decide to turn off the reading lamp. You reach out, your hand moving slowly through the warm air, and flick the switch, click. Total darkness fills the room, save for the faint, ghostly blue light coming from the window. It's just enough to see the outline of the room. The darkness is velvety and rich. It rests on your eyes, soothing them, cooling them. In the dark, your other senses become sharper. You become aware of the smell of the rain coming off the mountains, clean, ozonic, and fresh, seeping imperceptibly through the vents. You feel the texture of the cotton sheets against your legs. You feel the gentle rise and fall of your own chest. Inhale slowly and exhale. Inhale the peace of the cabin. Exhale the tension of the day. The train is high up now. We are crossing a viaduct. Below us, a valley stretches out, invisible in the night, but you can sense the vastness of the space. You are suspended between the earth and the sky, carried safely in this cocoon of metal and wood. Clack, 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 clack. Your mind begins to drift. It wanders away from the cabin, floating out into the night. You imagine the steam from the engine trailing back over the carriages, mixing with the mist of the low clouds. You imagine the trees of the forest standing guard beside the tracks, pines and firs, their branches heavy with water, bowing as you pass. You are a traveler, but tonight you have nowhere to be. The destination does not matter. The arrival time does not matter. All that matters is this motion, this suspension of time. You feel a pleasant heaviness in your limbs. Your legs feel like they are sinking into the mattress. Your arms are heavy and loose at your sides. Your head is a dead weight on the pillow, perfectly supported. The muscles in your face soften. The tiny muscles around your eyes, the corners of your mouth, the space between your eyebrows. It all smooths out. The train slows slightly as it navigates a winding pass. The rhythm changes to a slower beat. Clack, clack, clack. It is hypnotic. It is a metronome for sleep. You think about the concept of sleep, how natural it is, like the rain falling, like the train moving. It is not something you have to catch. It is something that catches you. You simply have to wait for it. You simply have to lie here, warm and dry, and let it come. And it is coming. It is creeping in from the corners of the room, soft and gray and gentle. It is wrapping around your ankles, moving up your legs, heavy and warm. It moves up your torso, slowing your heart, calming your center. It moves down your arms to your fingertips. It wraps around your neck, warm and comforting. Finally, it settles over your mind like a thick, soft blanket. Thoughts may come, but they are distant now. They are like the farmhouse lights blurring past the window. There for a second, and then gone. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to analyze them. You just let them pass. Clack, clack. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. You are enough. The train enters a tunnel. The sound changes. It becomes a hollow, rushing roar, a deep whoosh that wraps around the carriage. The darkness outside becomes absolute. It is the darkness of the earth itself, deep, ancient, and quiet. And as the train emerges from the tunnel, the rain has stopped. The clouds have parted just enough to reveal a moon, full and silver, hanging over the snow-capped peaks of the mountains. The light spills into your cabin, painting everything in shades of silver and gray. But you are too tired to look now. You are drifting, drifting deeper. You are floating on the surface of a dark, calm lake. The train is the boat. The bed is the water. You are sinking down, down, down into the comfort. You might dream tonight. You might dream of walking through these mountains. The moss soft under your feet. You might dream of the library car on this train, filled with books you have always wanted to read. Or you might just drift in the velvet nothingness of deep, restorative sleep. Whatever comes, it will be good. The engine hums, a low, constant vibration. The wheels turn, a never-ending circle. The night stretches on, sleep is here now. It is holding your hand. It is whispering to you in the language of the rails. Clack, clack. Sleep. Clack, clack. Sleep. Let go. Let go of the platform. Let go of the station. Let go of the day. You are just a passenger, and the train knows the way, drifting deeper, sinking down, heavy, warm, safe. Good night.